rumors stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's a preseason matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter?
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Jackson. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Jackson. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Clement. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray going to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That's complete to Tony. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin with Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's Murray from midfield. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Murray off play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Throwing again on second down. Murray. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Murray now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A toss left. Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hoping to get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
To throw again is Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 36, Murray. He'll get this one to Galladay. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They set up the screen for Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Murray to air it out again. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sly able to put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go do this.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Shotgun now from Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
Henry up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On the return, Dortch. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Looking for water, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Murray's throw here pulled in by Galladay.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Minshew. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The Cowboys on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Minshew.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
Are you serious, dog? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
From the 35 on second down, Minshew escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. It'll be Minshew again. Now they set up the screen for Clement.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now come the Seahawks. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Foles. Open man is Denzel Mims. From the 29, Foles. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Foles able to connect with Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Foles. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here's Foles. He's got this one completed to Mims. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Clement between the tackles. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now an end around here as Foles is just going to tap this forward. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles setting up the screen to Perine. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Foles. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Foles. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Minshew.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Minshew.
This is caught. It's Sanu. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now Minshew.
Open man is Sanu, just like last play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the hit
puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences, and you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle they go with Clement. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Clement. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.